Welcome back, everyone, to a whole new ball game. This is episode number 3 with Aston Villa in the 1992-93 database. And as you can see from the league table, things have been going a little bit better in recent weeks than from the previous episode. So obviously, in the last episode, we had our first 2 games in charge after taking over from Ron Atkinson mid-season. And you can see the last 5 games, we're unbeaten. So if we have a look at what's been happening since that Middlesbrough defeat, obviously we won the first game against Forest in the last episode, our first in charge. We travelled to Ewood Park and drew 2-2 with Blackburn Rovers, despite Tim Sherwood getting sent off. Shearer got a second, and then it took 2 in the second half to equalise things. Then we hosted Oldham, and quite comfortably we were victorious there. Dwight York once again on the score sheet. And then 3-0 over Wimbledon as well. York getting a penalty. Blake and Regis getting the goals to make it 3. Then we travelled to Crystal Palace, and it was a bit more of a bit of a capitulation, let's put it that way. We were 2-0 up at half-time, and then with 3 minutes left, Mark Bright got one back, and then the 91st minute, he equalised. Not the best of performances. But we did manage to beat Norwich at home. We've done quite well at home since that first home defeat, 3 on the bounce. But we had a man sent off late in that game. It was Kubuki. But we're now sitting 10th after 18 games. Obviously, not quite at halfway point. It is Boxing Day, but we'll be at halfway one match after this episode. You can see QPR are still top. What is that all about? They have recently just lost to Coventry as well, who are down in the who just got out of the relegation zone. Brian Clough is Blackburn manager. What is that all about? Plenty of other managers have been sacked. Kenny Dalglish has gone to Inter. That's why Clough has come to Blackburn. But Gould's gone, Porterfield gone, Bramford gone, Trevor Francis gone, Joe Royal gone. Everyone is getting sacked, it seems, here in the Premier League in the first ever Premier League season. Right, let's go and have a look at what we're doing today. We're facing Ipswich. At Ipswich, we're travelling to Suffolk, not Norfolk. Norwich is Norfolk, Ipswich is Suffolk. And they are 16th, so a couple of points behind us, 4 points behind us. This is the 11 we're going to have today. We've got Bosnich in goal, Staunton, Teal, McGrath and Barrett in defence, Froggatt, Parker, Richardson, Daly in midfield, and York and Fashanu up top. Now, York has basically, apart from the last game, he scored in all of the last fixtures. But there we go. That is the 11 for today. And if that makes you interested in carrying on watching this episode, please carry on doing so and give this episode a big thumbs up down below. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this. There's this series. There's the modern day Blackburn Rovers series, European Ewood. There's the Wonder Kids head-to-head series as well, which is going on right now. We've just dropped the 2nd episode of that recently. So plenty of stuff happening around the channel. I'd love it if you could subscribe. We're well on our way to getting to 250 subscribers by the end of this month. Fingers crossed you could be a part of that. So yeah, I hope you enjoy today's episode and share it around with all your friends, and we'll go straight to kickoff, shall we? Thanks a lot. And we are underway and straight into a highlight. This is not good. It's an Ipswich highlight from the kickoff. And I'm not massively familiar with this Ipswich side because I'm not really. They're advancing, though, into our area. Can they get a ball into the box? It is dealt with. Lovely header clear by Barrett. And Daly is now on the counter. We are end-to-end stuff already, and it's 30 seconds gone. Johnson down this near side for Ipswich. Lovely ball over the top. That's dangerous, but he's missed a sitter, whoever that was, for Ipswich. It's gone wide. Lovely ball by Daly. Can't quite find Fashanu, though. We're straight into the high. 3 minutes have gone, and we're back straight into the action. That's another lovely through ball, but it's an effort. Oh, just tipped wide. No, it's not tipped wide. It's hit the bottom of the post, in fact. Bosnich did not get a finger to it, and it is wide of the target just. So Ipswich have started out very aggressively so far. They are pushing forward in a relentless match. Well, they're not now, because we're now 15 minutes gone and nothing's happened since those first 2 highlights. So if you look at the league table, there is barely anything separating 4th, in fact, down to like 17th or something. It's barely 10 points. It's far too tight. Half an hour gone. In fact, we're going to encourage whoever gets his next highlight, but it's far too tight in the middle of the field in the Premier League. That's another lovely ball over. They're catching us out with these balls over the top. Goddard. He's turned away from goal, but he's got someone in the middle. Oh, so that's another post they've hit. That's not another save from Bosnich. It's another striking of the post. What is going on with QPR? That's what I want to know. Now, they were the best side in London in the real season here, but they are currently the best side in England, which is phenomenal. And that's in... Oh! York's hit the post as well on the other end of the field. What I was going to say was that's with Man United being led by an absolutely incredible Mark Hughes, who just is scoring like nobody's business. We've got them next, I think, and I'm going to be shocked if he doesn't score. Sparky. Anyway, Ipswich trying to get a breakthrough. We've really done nothing apart from that scramble a few minutes ago where York cracked the outside of the post. Anyway, Staunton is dispossessed. Parker back to Staunton. York holds it up. Parker's made a lovely run. Oh! That was a finish. Gary Parker with a cracking long-range worldie into the bottom corner. Absolutely nothing the goalkeeper could do. We'll see that one again. It was good build-up play between Staunton, Parker and York. So that dispossessed there. Parker back to Staunton. Staunton finds York, who holds it up nicely. And Parker, first-time effort, cracks it past the goalkeeper. Absolutely fantastic strike just before the half-time break. That's lovely. That's going to put us up into the top 8 or 9, maybe. But we shall see in a second. It's half-time. I think we're doing well, but we can probably find another gear. We shall see if that works out very well. Right, we are up to 9th, in fact. Yep, level on points with Everton. So we've climbed the table nicely since coming into the job. And we're 10 minutes into the second half, and that is another, well, a good piece of defending here. Teal to Parker. Fashanu advancing. He's probably not far off, because there's some clauses in his transfer. He's not far off getting more money for Wimbledon with his appearances and goals here. Anyway, but that is a story for another day. Daly's ball in York. That's a poacher's effort, but I think he was offside. We're going to check it. It's a lovely little poacher's effort, nipping around the defender and the goalkeeper to pass it into the back of the net. But I think VAR, or its 90s equivalent, is going to say goal disallowed. It is. The flag was not. It's still not been raised. We'll see it again. Daly's ball in. York is the wrong side of the defender, but he sneaks in lovely and slots it in. The linesman is asleep, so it should have really been given, because we shouldn't have VAR on. It's 1992. We've not even got instant replay, have we? Anyway, it is an hour gone. We're going to make some substitutions because Tony Daly he's injured a little bit. We're going to bring on Ray Houghton on that right-hand side of midfield. And we'll leave it there for a minute and see what happens in a few as we're up to 8th now. Looks like Everton have conceded a goal, so their goal difference goes one worse than ours. It's an Ipswich corner, and it is just about dealt with. Someone was offside, maybe, or it's been cleared. I don't know. It's a scramble. Right, Richardson's having a bit of a poor game. Blake can come on. I think we're going to leave it there. Yeah, York's not having the best of games. Despite that effort that was disallowed and that assist, really, he's still not having the best of games. So we might bring... Well, Fashion, who's a bit tired, so we'll bring Daly and Atkinson on. That's our third and final change of the day. 80 minutes on the clock. We're going to go from balanced down to cautious. See if we can time this game out a little bit. We're going to praise and see... Oh, we've got a Ipswich free kick. Dangerous area. He is offside. The whole squad was offside there. That is never counting. If that counts, I'm resigning. I'm not going to, actually, in case it does count. Take that back. But that has got to be offside. The whole of the Ipswich team there was stood behind the wall. Look, you can get a bus through that gap, and 6 of them are offside. So there's no chance that was standing. Thankfully, because I didn't want to resign. I'm quite enjoying this save. 90th minute, we've got 4 added. I think we can just about hang on. We've dropped behind Sheffield United. Down into 9th again. So we're about that, just outside the European places at the moment. But there are still plenty of this season to go. Not even at halfway yet. So this is game 18 or 19, and there's 42 in the full season. So I've got plenty to play. Atkinson's ball over the top is lovely. It finds York. He brings it down. Can he get a finish here? No, he can't. It's a good save. We should have made it 2 and put the game beyond all doubt, but we haven't, and we are just about... Oh no, there's a highlight. Last minute. It's dealt with. It's dealt with. Thank you. It's dealt with. Atkinson to Houghton. York is on the shoulder of the defender. He needs to come back on side a little bit if he's to do anything here. Atkinson has it again. Houghton, can he get a ball into the box? He can't find York's head, though. It's dealt with. Blake into Park. Oh, that's the wrong way. I thought he was going to have another shot then. Ball is someone's offside. Someone was offside. This has got to be it. Whistle, blow the whistle. Don't let them score. Right, get rid. Right, this has got to be it. 4 minutes have been played. 4 minutes have been played. Whistle, thank you. On the edge there. Right, 1-0 in the end. The victors, comfortable victory. Yeah, nicely done. Nicely done, everyone. Well done today. That leaves us 8th in the end. So Sheffield United and Everton didn't end up getting ahead of us. That puts us 8th. We've got Manchester United next. They are 2nd. We are 8th. I've just said that. We're in control. Sorry, I was trying to read the article whilst I was telling you stuff. We will flick through. We've scouted Beckham and Scholes just to see how they are and whether they're interested in moving or being loaned or anything like that. But we shall see, because we've got a transfer window coming up. We're not getting money, but we've got a transfer window coming up. Right, this is probably the end of the first half of this episode. We're going to be back in literally 2 days. Here's the league table, in fact. So QPR victors 3-0 over Middlesbrough. Everton were victors. Sheffield United lost to Oldham, in fact. That's why we went back ahead of them. But anyway, we're 8th, going to face 2nd place Manchester United in just a second. As if by magic, that second is over. So we are at home at Villa Park against Manchester United. Games to look out for well, plenty of them. We'll cover them in a second. Bosnich in goal. We've made a few changes. Staunton, Ehiog, Barrett and Kubicki in defence. Richardson, Parker, Blake, Houghton, midfield. York and Atkinson starting up front. I think we made about 4 or 5 changes to the side that just beat Ipswich. Let's see if we can beat Manchester United. And we are underway at Villa Park, hosting well, they're not the champions, are they? They're the champions-elect in the real world, but they're not currently the champions-elect because QPR are absolutely smashing it. Although they are currently losing 1-0 to Oldham. Curse of the commentator. Right, 50 minutes have just whizzed by. The Staunton corner, ball in, headed at the near post. It's gone over for a goal kick. Manchester United in some sort of strange blue and yellow kit. Not their familiar anything. But it's Prozinecki, who is clearly a summer transfer signing, linking up with Hughes and McClare up front. Beardsmore can't get on the end of that one as Staunton and Ehiog get rid. Atkinson has it. Can he find York? He can find York. Can York find the goal? He can find the goal. 14th of the season for Dwight York. I think it's about his 7th or 8th under my stewardship. He scored in all but about 2 games, I think, so far, maybe 3. Under my control. That's a lovely finish. Atkinson threads the needle. York gets around the defence. Through on goal on his own. And lovely, powerful bottom corner effort. No chance for Schmeichel there. We're going to check the offside. It was not offside. Nowhere near. Lovely run. Lovely pass. Lovely finish. Lovely goal. 1-0. Somehow that's dropped us to 9th. I don't think the league table's updated yet, has it? No, it's put us at 5th. Level on points with Middlesbrough, Everton, Manchester City and everyone else on 31 points. Right, we're going to praise 29 minutes have passed, nearly at half-time, which is incredible. We've only had really 1 highlight, no, 2 highlights in the whole game so far. It's gone all the way back to Schmeichel, whose long ball is dealt with poorly by Barrett. Sharp and Hughes, McClare. This is a good attacking line for the early 90s for Manchester United, strengthened by the arrival of Robert Prozinecki. That is, I'm not sure what happened, but Mark Hughes has smashed it into the top of the goal. His 19th or something of the season. What happened in defence there, we'll have to have a look. I don't know whether McClare got on the end of it or whether it was a poor defensive mishap. I'm not sure. Yep, it was Ehiog who got in front of McClare by the look of things, and Hughes picked up the loose ball and smashed it past Bosnich, who was facing his former club, obviously. And I think he goes back there in the future. But that's not great. That's 2 points off our tally. We're down to 9th again as we near half-time. It started out so well, but there's not been any highlights. We've got a corner. Houghton, ball to the back post. York can't get on the end of it. Neither can Lee Sharp. York has it again. Ball into the other back post. And it's dealt with. And Man United are breaking. But we've got plenty of men back behind the ball. Ince to Hughes and Phelan now. It's 3 against 3. I can count more than 3. A lobbed effort. It's clipped the top of the bar, but it's gone over. No real trouble for Bosnich there. As we can see in the other games around near the top, Arsenal are beating Middlesbrough 2-0. That's going to put them closer to Manchester United and QPR. I need to check whether QPR are actually still losing. Been unlucky rather, so far. Going to tell them we've got faith and see if we can come out in the second half with a little bit more of a better performance. I'm not sure where that sentence was heading. But anyway, right, it's another highlight. Manchester United have got it down this far side. And they're working it nicely through the middle. Hughes and McClare linking up. And Prosinecki is through. But he's missed the goal. Bosnich did enough to put him off, rather than actually do anything in terms of saving the ball. QPR, I think that means they're drawing. Anyway, 55 on the clock. We're going to do a shout of encourage. See how we get going. An hour now past. Ball in is dealt with lovely by Ehiog, who clears it all the way up the pitch and lets us try and regroup and not hopefully let anyone through like a sieve. Ince back to Reich. I don't know who that is. Is he a new signing? I'm not sure. I don't recall the name. Parker to York. A lovely try and counter now, but we've gone back too far. Staunton had ran a bit too far forward to get that pass back. But Bosnich clears once again, and we don't start. McClare has it. McClare and Hughes are a dangerous partnership up front. They're not missing. Well, maybe they are missing Cantona because they're second rather than first. But Hughes and McClare linking up nicely once again. Oh no, McClare is through. One of them's probably going to score here. Hughes at the back post. His header has gone over, and they've made the change of Dion Dublin coming on for Steve Bruce in defence. Obviously, this is at the time when Dion Dublin was a defender as well as a striker, or maybe a defender rather than a striker. Right, 65 gone. Staunton is tired. Teal can come on at left back. We've got a few other players who are not playing very well. Richardson is one example. Froggatt can come on for him. And then, looking at Ray Houghton, he's not playing well either. Tony Daly can come on the right-hand side of midfield. It is 25-ish minutes to go. We're going to go to positive, see if we can press a little bit more and get a no. Tony Daly's injured. We've just made our last substitution. He was one of them. He's been on the pitch for 3 minutes. We can't make any more changes, can we now? Oh, no. We're down to 10 men. Right. Oh, dear. Oh, dear, oh, dear. York can go to the right-hand side. Oh, yeah, we're going to have to do some sort of jiggery-pokery. Oh, dear, Daly, you're off the field anyway, Daly. Can Froggatt go a bit further forward? Yes, I think he can. Right, we'll try that. We don't want to be on positive anymore, do we? I think that's... yeah, change positive. Down to cautious. Oh, dear. Oh dear, Daly's going to come off obviously because we're going to play a 4-2-2-1. 4-4-1? I don't know. Oh dear, we've got to hold on for 15 minutes. That's what we've got to do. And it's Beckham now on the field for Manchester United. A lovely ball dealt with by Ehiog. It was a teasing free kick, trying to find someone at the back post. It didn't though. And there's Beckham again. He's through. He shoots and it's blazed over the bar by the youngster. I think he's only 17 at the moment. It'd be good to bring him on alone if he's good enough, but we shall see whether he actually wants to or not. Scholes looked like he was more eager than Beckham. Will frequently time waste, drop the tempo, probably drop from cautious yet down to defensive as well. And we shall see. Right, 3 minutes left. Oh dear. Right, Bosnich's clearance doesn't find Atkinson, who's now the lone striker, and it's an oh no, Hughes is through. Hughes, good save by Bosnich. Good save by Bosnich. Pushes it wide. We've got 5 minutes of added time. It's a Beckham corner. It's nodded in, but Bosnich secures it. Could have fallen over a bit more than that. That would have wasted a bit more time. Manchester United are properly pressing now. And Prosinecki and Moya, who I think is another summer signing. And they... Oh, no. This isn't good. This isn't good. Hughes has scored. It's probably going to count as well. It was inevitable with the pressure they were putting us under. It was inevitable that Manchester United would get a second here. It's going to be given. It is given. He looked like he was onside. McClare looked like he was offside. But he wasn't interfering with play. So Prosinecki turns, ball into the middle. Hughes was well onside. There was no any doubt there at all. McClare might have been off, but it didn't matter. We're going to see the offside again. It's not really that tight, I don't think. Yeah, in fact, McClare might even be onside as well. 2-1. We haven't got any. We're not going to be able to get back from this. We can go attacking, but there's nothing happening here. This is a victory for Manchester United. It puts them 1 point behind QPR. As the lead three have pulled away at the top of the table. That's not very good. Unlucky. It would have been nice to win, but it wasn't to be. Okay then, so this is the league table. We are down to 12th with that defeat. QPR did lose to Oldham, which has really scuppered their plans of pulling away at the top. The top three of QPR, Manchester United and Arsenal are well clear, and then it's Everton and everyone else chasing them, and then there's the bottom four that are clear at the bottom. Right, we'll come back the next episode. We're not going to come back for the FA Cup, that's for sure. What we're going to do is if we get through the FA Cup, I think the fourth round will be after this Arsenal game. But if not, we've got Arsenal-Liverpool back-to-back. They will be two good games to have. Arsenal third, Liverpool not anymore. But yeah, that is where we're going to come back for the next episode. I hope you've enjoyed this one. It was looking so good after 20 minutes in that second game. We were on for 2 victories on the bounce, but that's not what's happened. We've ended up losing to Manchester United. But we are still well in the hunt. We could be 4th. We could be 20th. It's that close in the Premier League right now. We're actually 12th. Anyway, I will see you for the next episode. I hope you've enjoyed today's. And if you haven't, well, you probably won't have got this far. And if you have, thank you. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye, everyone. Well, hey, you've made it to the end of the video. And hang on, what's... It's a subscribe button. Tap on this. Even if you've done it already, just try it. See what happens. And then if you're hanging around, have a look. Have a look at these. One of these. Check out some of this amazing content. You won't regret it. I'll see you next time.